Namaste students, myself Sunil Kumar from the Department of Computer Science. Today we are moving to next session based on the chapter Logic Gates. And today's our topic is Universal Gates, and after that how we can implement the NOT gate using the NAND gate. Then we are going to discuss about how we can implement the AND gate using the NAND gate, and also how we can implement the OR gate using the NAND gate. So three topics we are going to mainly discuss in this session. In the last session we mainly discussed about the derived gates. Remember that gates mainly are of two types. Logic gates mainly are of two types. One is basic gate, one more is derived gates. The basic gates are AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate known as basic gates, and derived gates NOR gate, NAND gate, XOR gate, then XNOR gate. These four gates are known as derived gates. Mainly we are using two types of gates. One is the basics and derived gates. And in the last session we mainly discussed about these four gates: NOR gate, NAND gate, XOR gate and XNOR gate. NOR gate is X plus Y whole dash will be the output. For NAND gate, X dot Y whole dash will be the output. XOR gate, one symbol is there, X plus full circle Y, that is a XOR gate, or you can say X dash Y plus XY dash, that is the output of XOR gate. The last one is XNOR gate. In case of XNOR gate, X dash plus Y dot X plus Y dash, that is the output for XNOR gate. All these four gates we discussed in the previous session. Now we will move to the today's session. In this session we are mainly discussing about the universal gates. What is the universal gate? What do you mean by universal gate? Universal gate is a gate using which all the basic gates can be designed. Universal gate is a gate using which all the basic gates can be designed. It is possible to design all the basic gates by using the universal gate. So that type of gates are known as universal gates. Some gates are there. Mainly we are using two gates here, but by using that only particular gates, it is possible to design all other remaining gates. All the remaining gates can be designed by using only the particular gates. So not only basic gates, it is possible to implement all other operations. It is possible to implement any boolean operation, or any boolean functions can be implemented by using only these type of gates. But if you use only NOR gate, NAND, AND gate or NOT gate or OR gate, if you use only basic gates, this only using the NOT gate is not possible to design other gates. Or if you use only OR gate, it's not possible to design other gates. So like that, if you use only AND gate, it is not possible to design all the operations. But some gates are there, that is known as universal gates. Some gates are there, that is known as universal gate. By using only the universal gate, it is possible to design all other gates. Possible to design all other gates. That type of gates are known as universal gates. The mainly NAND, then NOR gates. Mainly NAND gate and NOR gate are called as universal gates. Mainly we are calling NAND gate, then NOR gate. Mainly two gates are there, NAND gate and NOR gates, that are recalled as universal. We are saying that gate as universal gate because by using because all the boolean functions can be implemented using only these two gates. By using only these two gates, it is possible to implement all the boolean functions. Not only some, all the boolean functions can be implemented only using NAND and NOR gate. We can use only NAND gate or we can use only NOR gate. By using only these two gates, it is possible to implement all other gates. That is a main advantage. Remember, gates are two types. I already told, basic and derived. Remember, NAND gate and NOR gate is a derived gate. It is not a basic gate. NAND gate and NOR gate is a derived gate. It is not a basic gate. But using this derived gate, it is possible to design all other gates. Only using the NAND gate, we can design any boolean functions. All the boolean function can be implemented only using the NAND gate. NOR gates also not required. And also same thing, only using the NOR gate is possible to design remaining all the gates. Only using the NOR gate is possible to design all the Boolean functions. So that's why it is known as universal gates. Output of NAND gate. What is the output of NAND gate? Output of NAND gate, x and y is the input, means output will be x dot y whole dash. In case of NAND gate, x and y is the input, means x dot y whole dash is the output. For NOR gate, if you can take the NOR gate, x and y is the input, means x plus y whole dash will be the output. So by using that, by applying the different laws, we can apply the De Morgan's theorem, or we can apply the involution theorem, or we can apply the idempotence law, or you can apply any other laws. By applying the different laws, and we can reduce that function, then we will get the output. That is the advantage of NAND and NOR operations. NAND and NOR gates are more popular as these gates are less expensive and easier to design. NAND and NOR gates are more popular. It is more popular than other gates. More popular than other gates because it is a less expensive. One thing is, expense is very less. When you are going to design the computer or when you are going to design any hardware systems, then you should be reduce the expense. You should reduce the total expense of your system. So that expense can be reduced using the only NAND or NOR gate. Only using the NAND gate or only using the NOR gate, expense can be reduced. Then also easier to design. It's possible to design the gates easier or Boolean functions easier. If you use the NAND gate or if you use the only NOR gate, it's possible to design the all design very easily. So that's why NAND gate and NOR gates are more popular than other gates. That is the main thing one. And also it's possible to design all the gates. Main thing is, one more thing, it is also possible to design all other remaining gates by only using the NAND gate or by only using the NOR gate. Other gates are not required. Only using the NAND gate is possible to implement all operations, or only using the NOR gate is possible to implement all other remaining operations. That's why it is more popular than other operations. Next here is universal gate, realization of basic gates using the NAND gate. We are going to realize how to implement the basic gates. Realization means how to implement, how we are realizing or we are studying how to implement the basic gates using only NAND gate or using only the NAND gate. We are going to implement, first we are going to study how to implement NOT gate. How to implement NOT gate using the only using the NAND gate. Next we are going to discuss about how to implement AND gate using only the NAND gate, and then we are going to study how to implement OR gate using only the NAND gate. So these are the three operations, means AND or NOT. Remember, AND or NOT, these three gates are known as basic gates. These three gates are known as basic gates. So in this session mainly we are discussing how to implement all basic gates. How to implement all basic gates only using the NAND gate. We are studying how to implement only basic gates with only using the NAND gate. So here we will move to the first part. In first part we are implementing the NOT gate. We are going to implement the NOT gate. In this figure we have two input NAND gate. We have two input NAND gate. Remember that whose inputs are purposefully connected together. Remember, here if you see the one NAND gate is there, if you see that particular NAND gate, two input NAND gate it is. It is a two input NAND gate, but if you see that both the inputs are connected together, don't see that is by mistakenly connected, that is purposefully connected, purposely connected together. We have purposefully connected both the inputs together. Why we have connected both the inputs? The reason is, if you connect it together, then we can give only in one input. If you give only one input, that will be applied to the both inputs. If you give the x as input, both the input will be x. If you give the input as y, both the input will be y. So that like that we can implement the NOT operation. But here see the input as x. Then what is the output for NAND operation? If x and y is the input, means x dot y whole dash will be the output. But here both the inputs are x. Whenever both the inputs are x, output will be x dot x whole dash. Output will be the x dot x whole dash. Or if you are going to derive x dash x whole dash is output. So we have to make that, you have to reduce that into x dash. So we are going to reduce that one. Input is x NAND x. Input is x NAND x is the input. So output is x dot x whole dash. X dot x whole dash is the output. Then apply the De Morgan's theorem. Apply the De Morgan's theorem. When you are going to apply the De Morgan's theorem, it is reducing to x dash plus x dash. It is reducing to the x dash plus x dash. X dash, De Morgan's theorem states that x dot y whole dash will be the x dash plus y dash. So line will be broken and also sign is going to change. So it will be x dash plus x dash. After we got x dash plus x dash, then apply the idempotence law. Then apply the idempotence law. If you apply the idempotence law states that x plus x equal to x, then x dot x equal to x. So it's possible to remove the duplicates. Then if you apply the idempotence law, the duplicates are removed. It's possible to remove the duplicates. So it will be x dash. So x dash equal to the output of NOT gate. So if we use only one NAND gate with both the inputs are connected, means that is equal to the NOT gate. Here is a figure. In this figure you can see two figures. The first figure is implementing the NOT gate using the NAND. Second one is a NOT gate. Second one is the NOT gate. In that NOT gate we can see that one input and one output. One input is there, one output is there. X is the input, then x dash will be the output. If you give the x as the input, means x dash will be the output. Then in first figure you can see, in the first figure also same thing, x is the input and x dash will be the output. But if you see the figure, both the figure, only one input is there, one output. So when you are going to implement the NOT operation, two NAND inputs should be connected together. Two NAND inputs should be connected together so that it will be work like a NOT operation. Next one is AND operation. How we can implement the AND operation using the NAND gate. So here you can see the figure. In that figure, two NAND gates are connected serially. We are connecting two NAND gates together. We are connecting two NAND gates together. The first NAND gate takes the two input. First NAND gate takes the two input, but second NAND gate it takes only one input. First NAND gate takes two input and second NAND gate takes only one input, or we can say second NAND gate is working as the NOT gate. Second NAND gate is working as a NOT gate. So two inputs are there, we will get the output as x dot y. So how we can derive this one? When you are going to derive the AND operation, first gate NAND operation that takes the two input, one is x and y. It will be x NAND y. It will be x NAND y. So output will be x dot y whole dash. Output is x dot y whole dash is the output. After getting the x dot y whole dash output, next we can see second gate. Second gate, that two inputs are same. So two inputs are there. First NAND gate output is given as the input for second NAND gate. First NAND gate output is given as the input for second NAND gate. So it will be x dot y whole dash NAND x dot y whole dash. Input will be x dot y, because that is the output of first NAND gate, that is given to the input of second NAND gate. So it is x dot y whole dash NAND x dot y whole dash. So in both the inputs are same. So if you apply the NAND operation, that will be x dot y whole dash dot x dot y whole dash whole dash. Whole dash will be the NAND operation. X dot y whole dash dot x dot y whole dash, then whole dash. Why whole dash came here? Because that is the NAND operation. Then apply the we have to reduce the operation. When you are going to reduce the operation, we have to apply the De Morgan's theorem. When you are going to apply the De Morgan's theorem, that will be the x dot y double dash plus x dot y double dash. It will be x dot y double dash plus x dot y double dash is the operation. After that, we are applying the involution law. After that, we are going to apply the involution law. Involution law states that x double dash equal to x, x double dash equal to x. If you apply the involution law, double dash will be removed. So double dash will be removed. So you have to reduce the double dash. So apply the involution for x dot y double dash plus x dot y double dash. Then apply the involution law, that will be x dot y plus x dot y. In both the cases, double dash will be removed. After that, we are going to apply the idempotence law. After that, we are going to apply the idempotence law. Idempotence law here, x dot y plus x dot y. So whenever idempotence law states that x plus x equal to x and x dot x equal to x. Idempotence law states that x plus x equal to x and x dot x equal to x. So it's possible to remove the duplicates. Normally idempotence law is mainly used to remove the duplicates. So here two terms are same. Whenever two same terms are there or three same terms are there, means two terms or one term you can keep, remaining you can discard. For that type of operation, we are using the idempotence law. Here two terms are same, so we can reduce the one term. It will be the output will be x dot y. That x dot y equal to the output of AND operation. So like that we can implement the AND operation using the NAND. Here is the figure. In this figure, it shows that two figures are there. First figure and second figure. Second figure is the AND gate. Second figure is the AND gate. The first figure is the implementation of AND gate using the NAND. The two figures are there. First figure is the implementation of AND using the NAND. Second figure is implementing the AND gate. In the first figure, you can say two inputs are there. Finally, we will give the two. First, we will give the two input. In second figure also, we are giving the same two input. First figure two input. Second figure also two input is there. In first figure only one output is there. In second figure also output is one. But outputs are the same. If you give x and y as the input, output will be x dot y. In case of x AND gate, x and y is the input, means output will be the x dot y. In both the cases, output and same. But when you are going to implement the AND gate, two gates are required. Not only one gate, two NAND gate we have to connect serially. That two gates are equal to one gate here. The two NAND gates are equal to one AND gate. Two NAND gate are equal to the one NAND gate. By like this, by connecting that two serially, we can implement the AND gate. The next one is NAND to OR. How we can implement the OR operation? How we are going to implement the OR operation using the NAND gate? When you are going to implement the OR operation using the NAND gate, mainly three gates are required. Three NAND gates are required. See the figure. In that figure, there are three NAND gates are connected. The first NAND gate, X is the input. For second NAND gate, Y is the input. See that gate. That two gates are used to invert the input. It is used to invert the input. If you give the X is the input, output will be X dash, because it is a NOT operation. It is X is the NOT operation. That first NAND gate and second NAND gate is mainly used to invert the input, or it is say that it is working as NOT operation. It will work as NOT operation. Or we can say it is used to invert the operation. Then finally third gate. Third gate is mainly used, that takes the two input. Third gate mainly uses two input. The first input is output of first gate. Second input is output of second gate. First NAND gate output is input of third gate. Second NAND gate output is second input of the third gate and NAND gate. So like that we can implement the OR operations. So first we have to invert the two input, then we are connecting to the output. So if we give X and Y, two inputs are there. If we give the two input, output will be X plus Y. Then how we can derive that one? X NAND X. X NAND X is the first operation, and second NAND gate Y NAND Y. The first NAND operation is X NAND and X. Then next one is Y NAND Y. The first is X dot X whole dash, because both the inputs are same. If you apply the NAND operation, it will be X dot X whole dash. X dot X whole dash. Second one is Y NAND Y. Y NAND Y, it will be the Y dot Y whole dash. Y dot Y whole dash. First is X dot X whole dash, first operation. Second NAND gate is y dot y whole dash. Then we will see the third NAND gate. The third NAND gate uses two input. Third NAND gate uses two input. The first input is output of first NAND gate. First input is output of first NAND gate. The first output of first NAND gate is x plus x whole dash. The second input is output of second NAND gate. Second input is output of second NAND gate, that is y dot y whole dash. So the third NAND gate takes the input as x dot x whole dash NAND y dot y whole dash. X dot x whole dash NAND y dot y whole dash, that equal to, if you apply the NAND operation, that will be x dot x whole dash dot y dot y whole dash whole dash. See how to read that one. X dot x whole dash dot y dot y whole dash, and whole dash will be there. Then we have to reduce that one. When you are going to reduce that one, first we have to apply the De Morgan's theorem. We have to apply the De Morgan's theorem. When you are going to apply the De Morgan's theorem, that line will be broken. That main line will be broken. It will be x dot x double dash plus y dot y double dash. Output will be x dot x double dash plus y dot y double dash. Then apply the involution law. So why using the involution? What is the involution law? Involution law states that x double dash equal to x, y double dash equal to y. So like that, here x dot x double dash is there, y dot y double dash is there. So it's possible to remove the double dash. So x double dash is there means it will be equal to x. So any operation, any Boolean function, double dash comes means that will be reduced to that, both the dash can be reduced. So output will be x dot x plus y dot y. It will be x dot x plus y dot y. Then apply the idempotence law. When you are going to apply the idempotence law states that x plus x equal to x and y dot y equal to y. Idempotence law states that x dot x equal to x, y dot y equal to x, y dot y equal to y, x plus x equal to x, y plus y equal to y. So like that, is possible to remove the duplicates. If you want to remove the duplicates, better to apply the idempotence law. So here duplicates are x dot x, that can be written as x plus y dot y. Y dot y we can write like that one as y. So the output will be x plus y. See the output is equal to the OR operation. OR operation output is x plus y. So like that we can implement the OR operation using the NAND. Here is the figure. There are two figures are there, first figure and second figure. The second figure shows the OR operation. Second figure shows the OR gate. You can say OR gate. Two inputs are there, x and y is the input. Output will be x plus y. X and y is the input and output will be x plus y is the output. But if you see the first figure, when you are going to see the first figure takes two input. That also takes two input x and y. Output is x plus y. But if you see the two figures, if you want to implement OR gate, one OR gate, then three NAND gates are required. First NAND gate is inverted, second NAND gate also inverted, third will be take the two inputs. So like that, by using three NAND gate, it's possible to implement the OR gate. But output is same, x is input, x and y is input means output is x plus y. In both the cases x and y is input, x plus y is the output. By here we reach our end of session today. In this session mainly we discussed about what is the universal gates. Universal gate is a gate by which all the basic gates can be implemented. All the basic gates can be implemented by using the universal gates. That type of gates are known as universal gates, and mainly two types of universal gates are there. One is NAND gate and NOR gate, and we are mainly discussed about how to implement the basic gates using the NAND gate here. How to implement basic gates, NOT gate, OR gate, then AND gate. How we can implement AND gate, how we can implement OR gate, and how we can implement NOT gate using the NAND gate. When you are going to implement the NOT gate, two input of the NAND gate should be connected together. Two input of the NAND gate should be connected together so that we can implement the NOT operation. Then if you want to implement the AND operation, two NAND gates should be connected serially. Second NAND gate is working as a NOT gate. Then when you are going to implement the OR gate, then 3 NAND gates are required. 3 NAND gates are required. First NAND gate input is inverted, second NAND gate input also inverted. First NAND gate input and second NAND gate input also inverted. Then third NAND gate is take the output of first NAND gate and second NAND gate. So 3 NAND gates are required to implement the OR operation. By here, I'll wind up my today's session. Thank you.